it's Nicole here from the Successful English Learner and from Sydney English Teacher. And I'm here quickly to answer a question that I have been asked many times recently. And that question has been, how can I develop my vocabulary very quickly? How can I make sure that I learn a lot of vocabulary in a short space of time? Let me answer that question for you very briefly, but I'm sure that my answer will make sense. First of all, don't overdo it. If you learn a lot of vocabulary every single day, you will not remember it. Okay, you'll wake up tomorrow and you'll have to start again. And your day of learning vocabulary would be a waste because you can't remember the words. If you hear them, you don't recognize them, and you can't put them in the sentence and use them on your own. So don't overdo it. Don't learn too many words at once. You know, on average, I would say 4 or 5 words a day is perfect. Never more than 10, okay? Never more than 10 words a day, 50 words a week. The more you learn, the less you remember. So we want to learn them properly, and we want to learn them only once. We want to remember them. We want to be able to use them. So limit the amount of vocabulary you do, and don't learn lists and lists and lists, because that is not true learning, okay? That just goes in here, out here, doesn't stay here, doesn't stay here. So if we're limited in the amount of vocabulary that we can learn every day, then how can we increase our vocabulary quickly? How can we learn more and feel that we are progressing? The answer is by learning synonyms. Do you know what a synonym is? A synonym is an alternative word for a particular word. So for example, if you've got the word big, an alternative way to say big is to say huge, large, enormous, etc. So let me tell you a little secret. Shh, don't tell anyone else. When you learn new words, instead of just learning that word, how about you learn 2 or even 3 synonyms for that word at the same time? That's easily done because you don't have to learn 2 or 3 different meanings. They all mean the same thing. You know, you only need to learn 1 definition and 1 grammar point for that word. All you're doing is learning a few alternative ways to say this. So that is how you can boost your vocabulary very quickly. How instead of learning 1 word, you're learning 3, 4, 5 words at the same time. So yes, you might learn 5 words a day, but in fact, you might be learning 10 or 15 or 20 a day really easily because you're learning the synonyms at the same time. And you're not wasting time trying to remember the definition of each of them, because the definition and the usage is the same. Does that make sense? So answering your question, how can you quickly develop vocabulary? How can you learn a lot of vocabulary in a short space of time? Whenever you learn a new word, go and learn 2 or 3 synonyms for that word as well. And that will boost your vocabulary, your confidence, but obviously you have to try and use them as well. So make sure that you're always trying to use alternatives. Maybe test yourself every day. This is the word. What are the alternatives? Try and test yourself so that you remember them. Very good tip, very easy tip to remember, and it's the key to vocabulary development very quickly. I hope that's helped, and I hope that you use this small tip, because I promise your vocabulary will go from here to here in a very short space of time. Have fun learning your synonyms and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.